Trading on the lower time frame simply refers to as executing on the lower time frame. The lower time frame is often time frame where you want to execute the market, and for you to be able to execute the market, you need to identify your stop loss, your entry, and as well your take profit. There are factors you need to consider first before you can properly identify a stop loss, an entry, and as well the take profit. That factor is referred to as liquidity. Liquidity is what moves the market. That means for price to move, there need to be liquidity in the market. Now, if you're able to understand how liquidity works or how concept of liquidity works, you can take advantage of that by learning. You can take advantage of that by simply being able to use it to identify a good stop loss, a good entry, and as well a good take profit. We're going to go to the chart, so I will show you how I normally use liquidity to identify a good stop loss, a good entry, and as well a good take profit. But before we go into the chart, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Divine, and what I basically do on this channel is to document how I trade, and as well the mindset or the strategy or the mindset or the psychology behind my strategy. If you want to be seeing content like this, I want you to like this video, drop a comment, and as well subscribe. In fact, I want you to subscribe, like this video, and as well drop a comment. I'll be right back. Now here on the chart, what you want to look for is to see how we can use liquidity to execute the trade, or use liquidity to identify where to put our stop loss, our entry, and as well our take profit. But before we switch to the lower time frame, we would like to know what's happening on the higher time frame, so that we can use what's happening on the higher time frame to know what we're going to execute on the lower time frame. And for me, the higher time frame is simply anything that is above the 1 hour time frame. That is 3, 4, 5, and even monthly time frame, a higher time frame for me. And now the lower time frame for me are simply anything that is below the 1 hour time frame, maybe 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Anything that is below the 1 hour time frame is simply refers to as lower time frame for me. So what I'm going to do now is go to the higher time frame, and me, I like to start with the daily time frame down to the 1 hour time frame. So I'm going to go to the daily time frame to see what's going on daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, what you can clearly see is that price is in an uptrend. And how are we able to see that? With our eyes, we can see clearly that price is in an uptrend, but we don't like to use our eye to identify the trend. Rather, we use the trend line to see what the trend line is saying. Now, if you look clearly at this trend line now, what is simply telling us that yes, price is in an uptrend, but price broke below the trend. That means this trend is no longer valid to say it's an uptrend. And now, when price broke through the trend, price gives us a support level here. Now this support level becomes a key level for us here, a key support level, and the point where price broke out from is another key level that we're going to pay attention to. Now this place is another key level that we're going to pay attention to. So what I'm going to do next is to go to the 4 hours time frame and understand the price action, how as well the market structure that happened below and above the support and resistance level. So we're going to switch to the 4 hours time frame now to see what's saying on the 4 hours time frame. Now on the 4 hours time frame, we can clearly see that the price is in an uptrend. And how are we seeing that? We are seeing that price is creating a series of higher highs and higher lows. And with our trend as well too, we can see clearly that price is respecting this trend. But what you can see clearly here is that price broke below this trend. That means what's happening on the daily time frame is also happening on the 4 hours time frame. That price broke below the uptrend. But what do we do next? We're going to see how, or what we're going to do next, by simply making here to be our point of interest. Now this point where price broke out from is referred to as a point of interest, and we're interested in what is going on at this place, and as well what is going on at this support level that price gave us after price took out breaker from the trend. So what we're going to pay attention to is what price is doing at this level, and as well what price is doing at this level too. So we'll go to the 1 hour time frame and see what price is doing at those levels I marked out. Now at this level, you see price is creating a series of lower lows, but it's not very strong enough to say, okay, this is a very strong momentum of sell candle going on here. So we are still not sure if we are going to sell from this place or we are going to buy. But what is price doing around this place? Now if you look clearly around this place now, you can clearly see that price
first of all, engineered liquidity here. There was a lot of liquidity here. And what you can clearly see is that price took out the downside liquidity and gave us this low here. That means chances are price is going to take out the sell side liquidity, because if you can see closely here, there are plenty of liquidities resting above this place here. That means chances are that this, my point of interest, might not hold. So what am I going to do right now? I'm going to study what is happening on this trend line, this big candle that came out from this place, to see what I'm going to do next. So my point of interest right now is what price is doing at this level here, because I've understood what price is doing at this level is that price took out a very, very strong liquidity that's on the 1 hour time frame, showing us that price might go to seek the buy side liquidity, since price are taking out the sell side liquidity. So our point of interest now becomes this area, to see what price is doing at this area and possibly know what to do next. And what do? Currently switch the 15 minutes time frame to see what price is doing on the 15 minutes time frame. Now, if you have to look closely here now, after price took out liquidity, what did price do? Price gave us a break of structure to the upside. Price gave us a break of structure to the upside, or maybe let me say a change of character, showing us that the possible chances that price wants to start going up, but we're not sure yet until our conferences are complete. Now, remember, price took out this liquidity that we saw in the 1 hour time frame. I'm assuming that price is going to take out the liquidity that is resting above all this, my point of interest, and people that want to sell from this zone here, thinking that price has broken below the trend. So what do we do now? We're going to pay full attention on what price is doing around this area here. And you can see price took out this liquidity and price took out, break out the structure here. And for me, what I'm going to wait for now is for price to come back to this zone, so I can buy to this zone here. But because it's not very clear for me to buy immediately, I will not say I'm going to buy here, but this is a possible setup for me to take on this pair here, target this level here. So I'm going to definitely look for an entry around this area here. I'm going to look for an entry around this area here. So my entry is going to be something around here, and my stop loss resting below this area that price took out liquidity from. So for me, this is going to be a possible setup for me, but I've not gotten a very clear confidence on if I should enter right now. But this is my position for GBPUSD, to buy to the upside, take out those liquidity that's resting at the upside. But let's go to the 5 minute time frame and see what's happening there. Now on the 5 minute time frame, the same thing that price is giving us to the upside, same thing we are seeing. So what I'm going to do for now is for price to come out to this zone and definitely give me a buy to take out this liquidity, because I assume that this is my point of interest I saw on the 1 hour time frame is not going to hold. So this point of interest is likely not going to hold, because what price did here is just to take out this liquidity to gather more energy or gather more momentum to go to the upside. So for me, this is a possible entry for me on GBPUSD. Now, because my strategy is not very 100% correct all the time, I'm going to apply a very good risk management on this. Now here on AUDJPY, we're going to do the same thing that we did on GBPUSD to see what is going to be the outcome. So what I'm going to then do now is go to the 1 hour to the daily time frame. And on daily time frame, I'm going to mark out key levels or area we're going to pay attention to. But first, we have to first identify what the trend is saying, and then go what the trend is doing. Now, clearly with my eye, I can see that market is an uptrend, but we know how we do it here. We don't use our eye to see what the trend is saying. We definitely use the trend line to identify what the trend is saying. And clearly, if I'm using my trend line to identify what the trend is saying, I can see that market is in an uptrend. Market is in an uptrend, and the trend is still valid. So our key level is definitely on this trend. So what we're going to be doing now is to study what the market or the market structure that's going on this trend line here. So what I'm going to do is to go to the 4 hours time frame and identify the market structure. Now, on the 4 hours time frame, I can clearly see that price is creating higher highs and higher lows. How is that? How is that? How is that very clear to me? Now, if you look at this place, you see that price was this high here. Let me change this to blue so we don't confuse ourselves. Now, what can clearly see that price was this high here, and then took it out with this other high here. And inside this place, what price was doing was price took out this structure here. Or first, price took out this one here, give us this low here, took out this one. So price is creating. Let me make it very clear. Now this is the low, and this is the high that came with this low. Now this high give us this low here, this low here, and what you can see, this low here give us this high, this low give us this high here. So what I'm going to pay attention to is for price to come out to our area of concern, which is definitely at this zone here. This zone is our area of concern. We're going to wait for price to come out to this area before we can make any decision or say we can buy and join the trend. Now what I'm going to do is go to the 1 hour time frame and study what price is doing at this area here, or what price have done at this our area of concern here. I'll simply switch to the 1 hour time frame. And what you can clearly see here is that price is still creating higher highs and higher low. And how is that possible? Price give us this low here and give us this high. This high give us this low. This low give us this high. This low now have given us this high. So what I'm going to be looking for is for price to give us confirmation, or for us to support our liquidity at this area here. Let me move the peoples here so we don't confuse ourselves. So what I'm going to look for is for price to give us liquidity at this area, so we know where to put our stop loss and know where to put our take profit. Now, if you can clearly see here, what we're going to do is go to the 15 minutes time frame and identify liquidity areas and zone. Now, what I can see here clearly, I can see that price at first engineered liquidity at this zone here. Price at first engineered liquidity at this zone here. Let me change it to this color. And what did you see price do? Price gave us this level here. And if you even look closely, what you're going to see that price is still doing the same thing price is doing on the 1 hour time frame, giving us higher highs and higher lows. Price is still doing the same thing on the 15 minute time frame, giving us higher highs and higher lows, which means this trend is in an uptrend, and we're a bit confident about the trend, because whatever is happening on the higher time frame is happening on the lower time frame. So what I'm going to simply do is, since I've identified the liquidity that is a liquidity sweep here that entered into our area of concern, which is here, it's a very strong confidence that it's time to actually buy. What I'm simply going to do is I'm going to long this place. Since I've gotten my area of entry, this place is a very good entry for me, and the stop loss is going to be below this trend line here, just for strong confidence and all that. We're going to put our stop loss below this area or below this area here. Now, because I don't like to have a tight stop loss, I have to have this space for my trend line, for my setup to breathe. I would simply put stop loss below this trend line for strong and clarity sake. Now, what will be our take profit? Now, remember that I was able to spot this our entry here because price took out this liquidity here, and price about to become bullish. Ordinarily, my stop loss is meant to be at this level here, which is a very tight stop loss of 14 pips, and I don't want to have that kind of stop loss. So I'm definitely going to put my stop loss below this place for me. But you can actually put your stop loss here if you like a very tight stop loss. I don't like a tight stop loss. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame to identify the higher time frame liquidity that price is going to seek. Since because price started giving us that buy confidence from the 1 hour time frame. So I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame and look for liquidity that price is going to definitely sweep on the higher time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, now what I can see here is this series of equal highs everywhere here. So my take profit might be at this level here. So this is where I'm looking for price to target. This is where I'm looking for price to actually target or give me a take profit. Now if I'm to go to the 4 hour time frame to look for stronger, you can see clearly that price is definitely going to sweep out this place here. So this place is going to be my take profit. Even if price have the potential to go to this liquidity that at this zone here. Even if price have the potential to go to the liquidity that at this zone here. This can be my TP1 and then this can be my TP2. So this can be a very good setup for me to take on AUDJPY, and I'm going to actually take the setup right now. So whatever the outcome is, I'm going to post it on my community for you to see what the outcome is. If it's a loss, fine. If it's a take profit, fine. But I like to be very careful and try to apply a very good management because my strategy is not 100% correct. Chances are like might not hold, and chances are it's going to hold. So the best thing you can do is to apply a very good risk management. So what I'm going to look out for is to see how I can risk maybe, let me say, a $50 on this trade to make a $171 because I'm using a small account. So whatever I'm going to do right now is apply a good management of what I'm going to lose and be willing to lose it. So I'm willing to lose $50 on this setup to see if I'll make $171, which is equivalent to 1:3 risk to reward. I think this will be all for this video. You'll see me on the next video. Peace.